Hey guys, so I want to talk about something that's been coming up more and more lately. There's been discussion about Netflix potentially buying Warner Brothers. And instead of arguing about who should or shouldn't get it, I want to talk about something more interesting, what Netflix could actually do with Warner Brothers. Because when you really look at the IP involved, it's kind of ridiculous. So, Warner Brothers isn't just a movie studio. It's not even just a TV studio. It's a creative library that stretches across almost 100 years. When you're talking about DC alone, we've got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Joker, Sandman, Constantine, the Swamp Thing. Then we got fantasy worlds like Harry Potter, Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, Dune, The Matrix, Blade Runner, Mad Max. That's not an audience. That's generations. And that's before you even get into TV. Warner Brothers also controls or co-controls some of the most culturally dominant TV shows ever made. We got Friends, The Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, The Sopranos, The Wire, Succession, Westworld, Rick and Morty, Supernatural. These aren't just shows people watched, they're worlds people stayed in for years. Netflix understands binge culture better than anyone. That's a huge advantage if you're inheriting IP like this. But honestly, the most underused advantage Warner Brothers has is animation. Looney Tunes alone is an entire universe with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Wile E. Coyote, and the Roadrunner. Then we got Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, the Flintstones, the Jetsons. Then you got Cartoon Network with Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ed, Ann and Eddie. Netflix could do so much here. Short-form chaos cartoons, longer serialized animations, and experimental art styles, and yes, even games. Imagine a modern Looney Tunes game built around physics, slapstick, and pure chaos. It would be perfect for a subscription platform. And this is where Netflix could really lean into nostalgia, but do it right. Not just remakes, not just reboots. Think about films like The Goonies, Gremlins, Beetlejuice, The Iron Giant, The Mask, or something like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which Warner Brothers shares rights to. That movie still works because it wasn't just nostalgic, it was inventive. A sequel today would be a technical showcase, and honestly, it would make for an incredible game. A noir detective game in a human and cartoon city, visual gags, puzzles, slapstick mechanics. That's the kind of project that doesn't need to be a massive blockbuster to matter. This is the part that gets me excited though. Warner Brothers already has serious game IP. Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Batman Arkham, Hogwarts Legacy, Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. And then there's the Nemesis System. One of the most innovative narrative systems ever created. And it's been sitting in a vault. If Netflix buys Warner Brothers, they should free it. Use it for DC villains. Use it for school rivals in Harry Potter. Use it to create brand new worlds. Netflix already wants to be in games and Warner Brothers already has the tools. That combination could finally produce games that aren't live service traps or trend chasers. Hogwarts Legacy is a perfect example of unrealized potential. The foundation is strong. You can feel the systems that are meant to go deeper. What Netflix could do here is simple. Support the director's cut. Let the developers finish what they started. And for a sequel, don't interfere. Don't overreact or overcorrect. Just build on what works. That's how worlds last. Netflix doesn't need every project to be the biggest thing on earth. Their subscription models allows for mid-budget films and experimental animation, narrative-driven games, and niche projects that find their audience over time. That's perfect for Warner Brothers IP, especially the deep cuts. Not everything needs to be a cinematic universe. Some things just need room to exist. So for me, this isn't about corporate wins or losses. It's about potential. Warner Brothers is one of the greatest creative libraries ever assembled. And in the right hands, it could feel alive again. Not louder, not bigger, just more intentional. If Netflix treats it like a library and not a content farm, then and if they trust creators, and if they let games and animation matter as much as film and TV, then this could be something genuinely special. And with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.